Hello, friends! Thank you so much for letting me come into your class today to read you stories! I'm so excited. My name's Kinsey, and thank you all so much again for letting me come today. Today, I will be reading you an Aesop's fable. If you don't know what a fable is, that's okay. A fable is a story that has a lesson in it. So today I will be reading you guys a story, and then we'll be talking a little bit about what it means for you guys. Are we so excited? I know I'm excited. Okay, so the story I'm reading you guys today is The Two Pots. So, once upon a time, there were two pots. There was a brass pot. He was very shiny and strong. And then there was a clay pot. He was not very shiny, and he was very brittle. Brittle means that it breaks very, very easily. So, the brass pot decided he didn't want to stay at home anymore. He wanted to go on adventures. And he's like, clay pot, let's go on an adventure. Will you come with me? And then the clay pot was like, oh, no, it's not safe. I am very fragile, and I will break. Fragile is a synonym, or a word that means the same thing as brittle. So fragile means that he will break very, very easily, just like the word we learned earlier, brittle. So brittle and fragile. So anyways, the clay pot was like, no, I am so fragile, I will break. And then the brass pot was like, oh, no. I will protect you. I will make sure that nothing happens to you while we are on our adventure. And after lots of convincing, the clay pot was like, okay, brass pot, I'll go with you. And the brass pot was so excited. And so the two best friends set out on their adventure. And they were walking down the road. And the clay pots had 3 legs. So whenever they walked, they kind of went side to side to side. And since they were best friends and they were walking right next to each other, when they were going side to side to side, they bumped into each other. They go side to side to side, and they bumped into each other a whole bunch. And that was all fine and dandy. But after a while, that started to hurt our friend the clay pot. Oh no! The clay pot, after bumping into his best friend the brass pot so much, he started to crack and break. Oh no! So after cracking and after keep going a whole bunch, our friend the clay pot broke. So that is the end of our tale, and our friend the brass pot had to go on his adventure alone, and the clay pot couldn't go on the adventure because he got hurt. So, our lesson of the story is to try things out even if they scare us, because we'll never know how things turn out if we're afraid and we don't do them. Another lesson is that even though things are hard, they're not as hard if we have friends to support us. So like our friend, the brass pot, supported his friend, the clay pot, and was like, I won't let anything bad happen. I'll protect you. That gave our friend, the clay pot, lots of confidence to go on this adventure. And even though the clay pot was right, and he did break, and he did get hurt, he still wouldn't have known that for sure unless he'd gone on the adventure. So, we have to be brave and have confidence, just like the clay pot did, thanks to our friend the brass pot. So that was the tale of 2 pots. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Again, thank you so much for letting me come out today. I had such a great time, and I hope I can come read to you guys again soon. Bye!